Okay, so I'm doing a quick video, my video of the day, because we're doing videos every day except Sunday. Today we're talking about how do you handle keeping your belongings intact while moving around? Or do you live a fully detached life? So, this is a question that somebody just sent me about my life as a location independent writer. So, for those of you who do not know me, my name is Halana Black. I am a location independent writer. I've been a location independent writer for the last 8 years. I've been traveling internationally since 2018, July of 2018, as a matter of fact. And on this channel, I share my work as a writer. I also teach people how to start their own freelance writing businesses. And I just sort of share some of the things that I learned along the journey that I've been doing. So, again, the question: how do you handle keeping your belongings intact while moving around? Or do I live a fully detached life? So, what I gave, the answer that I gave to this person was generally when I move to a new country, I always move to spaces that have um, it's a fully furnished apartment. That's my particular preference. I'm trying to think. No, I've never moved into an apartment that wasn't furnished all the way. So what furnished means for me is that it has all the bedding, it has all the furniture, it has all the kitchen stuff, the plates, forks, spoons, knives. Um, you might have some like refrigerator containers and all that other good stuff. That way, I don't have to travel with all that stuff. Now, I'm currently in Rwanda, and so what that means is that since I've been in Rwanda, I've been in Rwanda for like 2 plus years. It's a long time. So I've collected some stuff since I've been here to help me stay comfortable. So things like a blender. I have an air fryer. Um, I bought like a salad bowl because the bowls that were here when I arrived were too small, and I like a big salad bowl because I eat a lot of salads. So I will go out and buy a few things to make myself comfortable, but I'm not attached to it. So when I buy these things, what I will normally do when I get ready to leave the country, which is what I'm doing right now, I will either sell it or I will give it away, and I'm sort of done with it. I don't really think about it. I bought like a blanket since I've been here a year ago because there was like a period of a couple of weeks where it got really cold and I just needed an additional blanket in addition to what it is that they already gave me. It just wasn't enough because it was just too cold. So I bought a blanket. Um, but yeah, I'm ready to let all that stuff go when I leave. The things, what I carry with me are just sort of the things that are really important to me. So I have a few clothing items. I'm not a big clothing person. I don't buy a lot of clothes. Nothing wrong with buying clothes. I'm just not big on buying a bunch of clothes. And so I do have a pile of clothes that I am going to give away probably to a church or to a person who could use it. I have a few pairs of shoes that I would like to be able to give away just because, they're heavy and they take up a lot of space in the bags. And I really want to be able to have space for the things that are important to me. And so for right now, the thing that is most important to me is like my art supplies. I've been teaching myself how to draw and how to do watercolors, and I'm adding on to that acrylics. And I have some, what is it called, soft pastels that I've been using as well. That stuff can be quite heavy, particularly the paper that comes with it. The sketchbooks, the watercolor paper, and all that stuff. That stuff can be really heavy, but I want to be able to travel with those things because it's important to me. What else? I have a lot of essential oils. Essential oils are really important to me because it helps to create a calm atmosphere, either for work, meditation, just for relaxation, to be able to lift my mood, to be able to calm myself down. Since I've been overseas, I've been really intentional about the environment that I create for myself. And so my essential oils, I'm not giving away. I'm not giving away any of my essential oils. Don't ask me for none of them. I'm not giving them away. I might buy you one as a gift when I leave, but you're not getting none of my essential oils. Um, and that could be expensive because they can come in, big or small glass bottles, or, I can get big ones like this. It all depends on which one it is. So I like to be able to make room for all of them. So it's my art supplies, my essential oils. I have some books that are important. One of the things that I have been doing is sort of what I've always wanted to create, sort of like gift books or small books. And so that's one of the things that I'm working for my business and my writing and wellness brand. And so whenever I go to a bookstore or really any store, and I find, like sometimes in front of the bookstore they'll have like journals or just little gift books of like quotes, um, things like that. I want to be able to create those for my own business. And so when I find something similar that looks sort of interesting, I pick those up. I get like little art books. At some point, I want to be able to create books where I can put my own artwork in it as part of, I just want to create books that are more than just words, um, like journals that have some of my artwork in it, have it in there in color. That's really important to me. And so when I go out to a bookstore or to like a grocery store or something and I find something small, uh, excuse me, when I find something small, I'll pick it up and just have it as an example of something that I can do within my own business. Now, the drawback of all of this stuff is that the books, the art supplies, the essential oils, all that stuff can get quite heavy. So I don't have room for all the other things that people might be connected to. And one of the things that I really realized since I've been traveling is that people make this getting up and moving or being location independent or even being a digital nomad, which is, in my opinion, someone who moves more often than perhaps I do, is that they make it more complicated than what it really needs to be. Now, some of you might be like, well, Halana, moving to a new country is a big deal. And it is. I get that. Um, but you allow your attachments to things really stop you from living the life that you want, if this is the life that you want. Um, it's funny to be able to speak to some people sometimes, and they say that they want to be able to move around and they want to travel and they want to be able to do things, but they have, it's like silly stuff like, their furniture set that perhaps someone gave to them 10 years ago that they really don't want to be able to get rid of. Um, or, some sort of a collection, someone told me about a porcelain collection of something that they had and they wouldn't know what to do with it. And so they use that as a reason for them to stop them from doing the traveling at the level that they want to be able to do it. And to me, that's really just sort of silly. Either, find a place, give it to somebody who will enjoy it, or if you absolutely need to keep it, you can certainly put it in. You can certainly put it in like a storage unit if you want to keep it there. I don't own anything in the States. I don't have anything that's worthy of being kept like that. So, and on that front, I can't relate. Um, but for those of you that have stuff that you want to be able to hold on to, put it somewhere. Just figure out a way to be able to put it somewhere. Um, what people don't realize is that when you go to a different country, they have stuff there. Like, whatever your version of stuff is. Like, they got furniture and lamps. They have books. Um, Books are a little bit more complicated if you're looking for English books. Not every country is going to have all the books that you want in English. But you can get books, ebooks online. Ebooks work. Kindle is a great resource, or any of the other e-readers that you can have access to. So there you can get stuff when you go someplace else. We often think that the stuff that you collected in America would be better than the stuff that you can collect in other countries. And, that's just a matter of opinion. I invite you to think about how it is that you can sort of make space in your life um, for either to get new things, new experiences. What are your things holding you back from actually doing or actually participating in other areas of life? If you got rid of some of those things slowly, what could you be making more room for more room for the things that you actually want? And what I have found, like I've been on like doing minimalism for a lot of years, probably way much further before I was able to start this particular travel journey that I've been on for the last 5 years. I probably started, I want to say like 2011, when I really started to get really serious about what it is that I wanted to, what it is that I wanted my life to look like. So I was like in between jobs, and I was really tired of coming home at the end of the day and like watching the same TV shows and eating the same food and talking to the same people about the same conversations about nothing. And so I started to downsize a lot of the things that I had because I wanted to be able to move and started to have more different experiences from what I was having. And this is really when I started to create more businesses doing the things that I wanted to do. So I started like a consulting business. I started to do like more food related writing. I had gotten a consulting job where I was teaching healthy cooking to young people. People started to hire me to do food work, where I was teaching people how to do, like grown adult women, to how to do healthy food at home in relation to their fibroids. I did like small catering jobs. And then as time went on, I started to do content marketing, which is what I do now. And I like doing the content marketing because, corporations pay very well for the work that I do. And I really just like being able to make my money as a writer because it's limited in what I can do as far as interacting with people in the workplace. I'm a super introverted person, and my patience is short, to be real with you. My patience is short. And so I don't really want to spend a lot of time I don't want to spend a lot of time in an office space. And if you look at the video I uploaded yesterday, I showed the video of my work space that I get to enjoy every day. And it's really just an overview of the hills in Rwanda that are outside of my apartment balcony. And it's just like it doesn't end. It's just as far as you can see. It's just farmland as far as you can see and hills in the background. And I get to wake up in the morning and enjoy the sunrise. And on the other side of my apartment, I have another balcony where I get to enjoy the sunset. That can't be beat. I'm sorry. You can, if if I still had a life where I was still holding on to all of my old stuff from my old apartment, from stuff that I didn't even want, stuff that represented a life that I didn't even want to have, I would have never been able to move towards this experience that I have here in Rwanda. And that's valuable to me. And I know there's a lot of you who have experiences that you want to be able to have, but the fact that you have so much stuff, you can't really work out in your mind how to be able to get rid of this stuff so that you can move forward with creating the life that you want to be able to create. So that's all that I have for today. I do offer consultations to people who want to build a location independent writing business. You can go to the description down below and click on the link there. Or just go to halanablack.com and click on freelance writer coaching. Click on that link and you can set up a one-on-one consultation there. So I will be back on Monday with another video, and I hope you get to watch it. Peace. Have a great day.